cluster computing concept. In 1980s, cluster computing came as alternative to mainframe computing. Each machine in the cluster has connected to each other by the network with high bandwidth. These were cheaper than those mainframe systems. These were equally capable of high computing. Also, new node would easily be added to the cluster if it is required. Thus, the problem of cost was solved to some extent, but the problem related to geographical restriction is still pertained. To solve this, the concept of grid computing was introduced. Now, in the cluster computing, what will happen is, just like the distributed computing, we have different independent systems, and that will coming together and making a system which look like one system. But in a mainframe, what will happen is we have a one system available, a one powerful system, one server, right? It is a one powerful system, which is one server available. Now, if you'll see the cluster computer or cluster computing concept, then you will find out there are many servers, or there are many, you can say, racks are there which will work with the concept of distributed computing, right? And here what will happen is we make that particular system which is available, and it is working as one. So if you'll see this particular diagram, here we have so many computers, right? And all those computers are connected with this highly high-speed data cables, right? And these high-speed data cable is used to talk with different systems. That is called cluster computing. We have in our institute, we have one HPC, high performance cluster computing, which is working in the same concept, okay, which is working in the same thing. So we have a rack. In that we have different computing, what we can say, the devices, which we can increase or decrease. Okay, so it is highly scalable, but they are highly connected with each other with the high bandwidth networking cables. So that is your cluster computing. Here also we have some diagram of cluster computing. We have different clusters available. See? Right? So this is your cluster computing.